Thank you. As Domestic Violence Awareness Month comes to an end, police in Wentzville are investigating an argument between a man and a woman that turned into a deadly shooting.
First Alert 4's Morgan Harris has the latest on the investigation and what one organization is doing to prevent these types of situations.
Domestic violence in general is a very tough call to go on for the people involved and for first responders. So unfortunately, this one resulted in a death of a resident.
The Wentzville Police Department is investigating after an early morning shooting leaves a woman dead and her 2 young children without a mother. According to investigators, this all began early Thursday morning when someone inside of the house on Katie Lynn Court called police.
When we responded, we found a male subject who was quickly taken into custody and a female that was deceased.
Police are still working to find out what exactly happened, but it is being investigated as a domestic violence situation. Neighbors who did not want to be on camera told First Alert 4 the couple and their children had only been living in the home for about a month, but they saw them arguing on multiple occasions.
We just encourage anyone that has any involvement with any domestic violence situations, please reach out to our police department if you're a resident here in Wentzville. Give us a call. We have plenty of help and resources we can help you with. There's always somewhere that we can help you and point you in the right direction.
If you look west to St. Louis, Safe Connections is helping domestic violence end and healthy relationships begin.
What we want survivors to know is that you're not alone. So many people feel shame or feel like they caused what is happening to them, or they feel really stuck. Sometimes that first step is just knowing that resources and support is out there and reaching out.
Emily Stawinski is the organization's community education coordinator. She says it can be challenging to recognize an unhealthy relationship and wants people to be aware of the signs.
If you suddenly feel very physically uncomfortable, or you feel like there's certain things that you can't talk to your partner or the individual in your life about, there's certain topics you avoid, that can be an indicator that maybe that relationship is no longer safe.
According to Safe Connections, from October of 2023 to September of 2024, their staff received over 3,200 crisis helpline calls. If you would like to get in contact with Safe Connections, you can find their information in your First Alert 4 News app. We reached out to Wentzville Police to learn more about the man taken into custody, but we have not heard back. Morgan Harris, First Alert 4.